With us as we continue with our discussion on Shakahola, the shocking cult killings there that have shattered the innocence of a county that is known for clean sandy beaches, tourist sites, amongst other things. The governor of Kilifi County, Gideon Mung'aro, still here with us. We continue to await the arrival of the Senator, Stuart Madzaya, to also join us for this particular conversation. But Governor, maybe we can just carry on from where we left off and just to hear from you on this. Have you gotten a chance to visit the site, the Shakahola forest, since the news came to light?
When they started doing the digging of the graves, I was unwell. I had an infection, so I could not. I was on sick off for 2 days. Then I had to leave yesterday for the COG. But my deputy and the whole team, the CEC disaster management and the whole county has been on ground. I've been coordinating with while I was not feeling well, I was coordinating with the county commander. The initial program, when the initial news, when the 4 people were found dead after he was released from the court with 10,000 bond, we had to mobilize the county so that we can give a token for people to tell us of whereabouts of Mackenzie, and that's how we managed with the police to arrest him. Some
would ask, especially some from your county, that was what's happening at Shakahola not more important than COG assignment?
It is, but you know,
what was the thinking behind?
You see, we couldn't, apart from mobilization, which I did, you couldn't do much more. You know, what we are doing there is either digging of the graves or mobilizing to make sure that there are enough resources to get people to hospital. Those who we rescued, I had made sure that I set up a rescue center.
But the presence of the governor surely would have bolstered the rescue efforts,
yes,
if nothing else.
Yes, and the presence.
A strong force.
The presence. I know.
So some on the ground have asked, where is our governor?
Yes, I know. I know.
What do you tell them tonight?
My deputy and my team is on ground. I will join them again because I would have gone back today and I've tried to ask for leave from Senate because I have to appear in Senate, but they say they have changed so many times I couldn't get away from that one. So I believe I have a capable team. They are doing a very good job.
What
I will join
is
them until I finish.
Telling you about, and it's very sad that I have to ask this, how many possible graves they expect to, what are they telling you tonight?
Yes, they said when they counted, they believe they have to still go to 50 or more, where they have seen signs. They cannot show if they are graves. Where they have seen signs, they believe are graves. The ones they have done are very few, up to so far. If what they are getting every time they get into a wreck, then we don't know what we expect.
What sort of assistance is the county providing? One, obviously, the teams that are
all the logistics going on the ground are being coordinated by the county, funded by the county. Yeah.
And support for survivors, for those who were found in the forest, and rehabilitation?
We had rehabilitation. We have set up a place. Initially, we had put them at a church called the JCC. Then the bishop there said they wanted to do a crusade. So I managed to organize to move the whole survivors, those who are not in hospital, to a school called Premier, which is on holiday at the moment. We are paying per day for every individual. We have provided food. Nurses are always taking care of even the ones who are at the rescue center. We have, of course, mobilized our ambulances. We have hired the power source youth to cut the forest, being paid by the county. We are coordinating with the national government. We are doing a lot of work on the ground.
Okay. Yeah. The coordination is very evident now, but some would ask, was there poor coordination before this incident came to light between you and the national government in terms of intelligence prior and rescue now?
Probably. You know, let me tell you where Shakahola is. Shakahola is part of Adwood, where the former governor comes from. Adwood borders Garsen. From the border of Adwood, which is part of Shakahola, to where the incident is over 100 kilometers. So, and this is the only area where you have this vast forest, which joins a place called Dakacha, Shakahola. It was a route before for shifters many years ago.
Did you campaign there when you were campaigning last year?
Yes, to Shakahola village, but not to the forest.
And the villagers there never mentioned that there's another group of potential voters probably who voted for you, maybe in previous elections?
Never. If you check also, the sad thing is the people who have, many of the people who have there are Kenyans, but majority of them are not, unfortunately, not from Shakahola or from Kilifi County. So probably that's also what made us not be able to crack this very easily. Probably if they used Nyumba Kumi and the village elders, probably would have been easy because of the sensitivity of the matter, where these people were operating from. And
you've mentioned if they used Nyumba Kumi, why did Nyumba Kumi not work in this instant?
You see, Nyumba Kumi and the village elders are not under the county. We are trying ourselves to see in the near future if we can bring, because they're supposed to be village administrators also. But this one did not happen during the past county government. I hope I will be able to achieve that, to have village elders. Maybe we'll have expand a bit our scope of network on the ground. At the moment, ourselves also, even the county ward administrator relies on other government officials to help us. But you know, this time we don't want really to say who we want to blame. I think we have to...
Kenyans are surely, yes, the 90 bodies are crying.
I know, yes.
For accountability, the only thing we need, and that's why I'm asking these questions.
The accountability, probably, we need to ask the security teams to tell us what went wrong. We have intelligence on the ground, we have police, we have chiefs, we have assistant chiefs, we have village elders, we have Nyumba Kumi. Have you asked them? You've had 6-7 days since we've been really carrying this. Have you asked them, and what have they told you? Everybody is saying, we didn't know even ourselves. It's apart from the person who came out, one survivor, who managed now to say what is happening on ground there. That's when everybody now got the antennas up. After the Mackenzie was arrested and released with 10,000 shilling bond, and then a survivor came out, a kid who managed to run away, and they informed the people that there are many people in there. That's how the police moved in there. So Governor, when the international community, and you've seen this now across the whole world, asks what happened in Kilifi and who should be held responsible, no one? Of course, government. Which one? Not county government, national government. It's not county government at all. Security is not under county government. You know it. You know the laws of Kenya that county government does not... community policing, your ward administrators, your This is when we are doing the law of community policing now. And we hope once that happens, then the governor becomes the chair of the county security. Maybe we'll operate differently. At the moment, the chair of the county security committee is the county commissioner. We never sit in those meetings. We never get briefs of what they have managed to get where. Till that changes, then we'll probably be able to share. I talk with many people on the ground, but I never got to know this thing. Is this the first time this has been flagged in your county, that fundamental religious teachings have been happening in Malindi? It was flagged off. I told you, even maybe by a different group. No, it was flagged off in 2019, of course, by the MP then, Honorable Aisha Juma, the CS now, and people came in. Religious leaders started now talking about it. The guy was arrested, released. You know, you can do much even when you arrest. You know that the court decide whether you will go out on bond or you will be detained. You saw the other day he went, and because of not having evidence how people are of starvation, then he was released on a 10,000 shilling bond. I sat with the police and told them, listen, let's make sure the 4 bodies we have recovered now then, before all this started, that we get postmortem done, autopsy done, and then we see, so that we have enough evidence to pin the guy. We didn't even know that we'll reach so many bodies. I had to recall our county pathologist from maternity leave to come and do that, so that we can get to the bottom of it, so that the court cannot say we have an excuse of not knowing what killed the people. My worry is also, have the people all died of starvation, or some of them are killed? The autopsy, what are you basing your worry on? That's what we will be able to piece up together. If some people were probably murdered, or they all died because of starvation.
Governor, what reports are you hearing in terms of numbers on how many are still missing? How many families are coming forward to say
at the moment they are saying like 212. The first question I asked even the police when the first 4 cases came up, I was asking them, have you received any message from your counterpart around the country where people missing their family members? Even the ones coming now, have they ever reported to a police station that their family members are missing? These are the loose ends. We must get together to know if these cases were reported, such numbers of people missing. And we have never seen anywhere, even in the media, that there are over 200 people missing in Kenya. You know, it baffles everybody.
Okay. Yeah. Governor, when are we going to see you at Shakahola? Tomorrow?
I'll be in Shakahola Friday.
You'll be in Shakahola on Friday?
Because on Thursday I'm in Senate.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
can you tell them to release you so that you go to the ground and see what's happening?
I've tried, but you know, the Senate is saying, no, I must appear.
They have demanded that you appear.
Maybe now that you are saying it, maybe tomorrow
they might sure they are watching this interview. I hope they will let you go and
I can ask
attend to your people.
I can ask the chair tomorrow if he can release me. I'll be very happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And finally, you tell Kenyans tonight, Kilifi County government, we did what we could.
What we have done, what we could is we have made sure that after this issue came up, we have taken charge on making sure that we mobilize all our resources to make sure that we assist those who have been rescued and to assist the teams on the ground to make sure that they can easily do the operation of either retrieving the bodies, clearing ways. Tomorrow we'll even be sending dozers to try to open more roads in that area because many of the areas you cannot really go with a car. That's much we can do. The rest, of course, is for security team. Because I'm told also, this guy was being protected. He has a whole gang of people protected.
Protected by who?
But guys with pangas and bows and arrows. Some have been arrested already. And we hope they will arrest more because I don't think this guy alone could be able to dig all these graves, bury all these people.
We are told that the last time he was arrested, that his followers told some journalists that there's nothing you can do to this man, and security agents in your county actually would salute him as he is taken into the cells for whatever he's been charged with. If there's truth to that, what does that tell you about the security setup of your county? I've
never heard that he's being saluted there.
Or respected and almost treated, VIP treatment.
I don't think it's VIP treatment. I think what the police do nowadays, when they arrest people, I've hardly seen it's very rarely you see them acting the old days where people are beaten up and to get information. I think it's the constitutional change also from 2010 that also police nowadays, you see, they're a bit scared on the actions they take.
So any other Kenyan would receive the same treatment he has received?
I hope.
So far?
I hope. I hope you will not arrest somebody from Andamano and handcuff them. I have not seen the guy in handcuffs. Maybe that's a question all of us should ask.
Will you what role will the county play in his prosecution, if any?
Of course, we will. We are talking already with. Today, I had a telephone conversation with the president of Law Society of Kenya. He'll be coming also next week to join in to see how he will. They are mobilizing the Law Society of Kenya to see how they can also stand in for the victims and be part of this case. Mr. Teiru and the team. So they are mobilizing also to make sure that they become part of it. What we can do as a county government, when the matter is in court, there's very little we can do. We can join with our legal office, we can join the Law Society to be in court.
To be that. And there are no cults operating in Kilifi?
You never know. If we can discover this now with antibodies, then I think what the government needs to do is first to maybe start scrutinizing not only Kilifi, but the whole country to check what are the churches which they have registered.
But will you change operations as a county government? With what you now know, what changes now in your government moving forward?
Moving forward, I think this is a big lesson. We need to be more vigilant. Maybe we need to coordinate much more our ward administrators to see how we get more information. Maybe the urgent thing we need to do also when we do our next budget is to make sure we recruit the village elders so we expand our network.
Okay.
Yeah.
Governor, thank you so much for your time this evening. Gideon Mung'aro there, the Governor, Kilifi County, joining us for this conversation. We had invited the county leadership, including the Senator Stuart Madzayo, but it seems he will not be joining us this evening. Governor,